Today we're talking about after school and...
Wait, hold on a second, sorry. Originally we were going to talk about a car, but Maya has some pretty big things over the last week, so we decided that we're going to push that back 1 week, and today Maya is going to talk about...
the end of after school and the beginning of gymnasium.
We're the Youngs.
We've spent our lives traveling the world.
And in 2018 we moved from
Chicago, Illinois to
Copenhagen, Denmark.
Now we want to share with you
how our new lives abroad
Is keeping us young.
keeping us young.
are helping to keep us young.
Welcome back to Traveling Young, and today you heard we're talking about after school and gymnasium. I just finished after school so I can give my full review and opinion. It was so much fun. I mean, if you saw my first after school video, I was only this one for not the whole time compared to everyone else. But it was so much fun. In our last week we went on a trip to Bornholm, and we were there for Sankt, and that was super fun. But I'm so glad that I went. We don't have anything really like that in the US except for like college, but that's something totally different. So I'm so glad that I got this experience, and I made like so many friends, and I was honestly not expecting that because I've had a really hard time making friends. But I am so happy that I met so many sweet people and got to do so much really fun work, and it was just super great. I had so many like after school experiences, like people running down the hallway at midnight opening all your doors or banging on your doors, or night runs. And we actually had in our last week someone, like the two groups who lived upstairs, come downstairs and like steal someone out of their room during the night. That was really funny. So I feel like I had the full after school experience, and I also had it at 2 different after schools. But I'm so glad I got to do it, and I will say this one time, but I am glad my parents made me do it. Because when we first signed up, I didn't really like want to go because we had like just moved when we were signing up. It had only been like a year that we'd lived here when we had to sign up. And I was like, I don't know if I want to have to move again and something totally new again. Like I'm just getting settled in, but they persuaded me to do it, and I was like, I guess I'll do it. And then I did, and I had a super great time. So I'm really glad that they had me go. And yeah, our last trip was so much fun. I had never been to Bornholm before, so it was super nice to go, and it was very beautiful. We were there for Sankt, so we had got to see a big fire and everything, and it was with all my friends, and it was so much fun. But yeah, I would rate after school a 10 out of 10 for the year. It was so great. I'm trying to think of other really great experiences that we had, but I think it's just a totally different thing that you can't even compare to anything. Getting to like live with your friends and getting to live with like 90 or 100 people for like months and months. It was so much fun. It can be a little exhausting sometimes, like never having any time to yourself, or rarely. So it's kind of nice to be home again, and I get to like sit in my room alone for more than like 30 minutes. It's great. But I'll definitely miss getting to see my friends every single day. Luckily, most of the friends I made in after school live like around here. No one's from Uland or anything, so it'll be pretty easy to meet up again. But I'm just so glad that I got to do it, and I'm so glad that I got to share a little bit of my experience with you guys. So yeah. And now we have our Try It On Tuesday. Let's go.
All right, you guys, we are here in the beautiful Tivoli Gardens, and we have been invited by the staff of Frühnim to come and try all of the delicious food that they have planned for Tivoli Gardens July 4th festivities this year. They're being so nice and providing the food for us so that we could try everything, and we're super excited about it, so let's go eat some food. We are here with Michael Rosenborg, who is the head chef at Frühnim. We are so excited, and you are here showing us what the menu is going to be for the big July 4th event that Tivoli is having.
Yeah.
So you have to tell me about some of the dishes. Like, how did you come up with some of these dishes, and what exciting things do we have to try?
Yeah. We tried to look a bit on the American kitchen, what do American people like, and try to make a little finesse and do it our style. tried to do some barbecue ribs.
Those look amazing.
Small crab cakes with this homemade herb mayonnaise.
Yeah.
This small sliders in brioche buns with a lime mayonnaise and a crispy turkey.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So that's almost like the very famous fried chicken sandwich from the South, which we absolutely love.
Exactly. And then some small vegetables on sticks.
Because we
need to have a little green.
a little bit of a vegetable.
Yeah, but with a good herb oil and lots of spices.
Say we did it.
Yeah.
I have to say, I've been to a lot of July 4th spreads and you usually get like the hot dogs and the hamburgers and stuff, but this is definitely gourmet. It looks amazing. I would encourage anybody to come down and try this. It looks great.
I'm happy. I would be happy to want them to come.
Yeah. Don't play with your food.
I'm gonna be your food.
Yeah.
So
Josh is done playing with his food. I love this idea. We don't really have langoustines. I mean, I'm sure we do have langoustines in the US, but I think this is either a call to the Maine lobsters, which are so famous, or down in the South, we have crawdads, and those are really, really popular down like Louisiana and Creole cooking, and these are kind of somewhere in between in size, so we're gonna give these a try.
how are you gonna eat it?
It's butterflied in the bag, so I think we can just, pull it's a little different, because in the South when you get crawdads, you just kind of, you suck them out of the tail. So, And it tastes like a lobster, so. It looks like a crawdad and tastes like a lobster.
I am gonna eat the chili cheese dog. This is amazingly good.
It's solid.
Yeah, I mean, chili is not a common thing here in Denmark, but this is, I mean, the bread, the bun is so good, and the chili, and this is extremely good.
We thought we were done, and then they brought out this, and it's so beautiful. I almost don't want to eat it, but it's whipped cream and strawberries and meringue. Oh, it's so good. That was the delicious American-inspired food that we had at NIM. I'm sorry you weren't there.
No, I was not there. I was busy after school.
We needed you because there was a lot of food. But it's all part of Tivoli's July 4th celebration this year, which we're super excited about because we are going to be at Tivoli all day on the 4th of July. And we're gonna do some fun things, like we're gonna give you guys an opportunity to ride a ride with us, have a beer with Josh.
We're gonna talk to us.
Yeah, we're gonna have all kinds of opportunities for you guys to talk to us. So be sure to look on our Instagram and our Facebook, where we'll be sharing more information about what we'll be doing. We're also gonna have some extra information in this Friday's video about what we'll be doing on the 4th, but we are super excited about it. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And with that, I will slink away.
Yeah, get out of here. Now back to
I'm sorry, I love you and I'm very proud of her.
Oh, thank you. Great. Okay. Now I'm back to talk about Gymnasium. I remember a while ago in our school choosing video, I briefly mentioned Gymnasium and the whole process, and it ended up being a lot more complicated than I had anticipated it being. Because when I did that was before we got all of the results for where we got accepted and everything. It has been a very, very long process since then. The first choice of school I did not get into, and then I had to figure out what I was doing now, because I don't really know that much about how applying for schools work and what you're supposed to do. So I was like, okay, well, I didn't get into there, so what do I do now? And so then it sent it to my second choice, and then I was like, great, wonderful. And then I messaged them because I like to message my, schools and talk to the schools before I go, just to kind of explain my situation being American and everything, and it may be a little bit, I may have a harder time than the Danish students, so I just like to let people know. But also that in the requirements for Gymnasium, you have to have had German or French from 5th grade to 9th grade, but we moved here when I was in, well, Danish 7th grade. So I didn't have the full, at my school it was German. I didn't have the full German. So I messaged them and I was like, hey, by the way, I didn't have the full German. Hope that's okay. My school said it would be okay. And they were like, well, that's a requirement. So you have to take the entrance exam. So I was like, I was really scared. So I took the exam. I had no idea. I took a practice test before, but I didn't really know how it was going to be scored or how many points I needed in each section or in total. So I just took it to see how it went, and it did not go as well as I planned. I was 2 points away from passing, and my Danish was questionable. And so then I had a month, like a month to prepare for the next test. And I practiced my Danish so much. I practiced with my Danish teacher. She gave me a whole bunch of things to practice with. And I practiced with Vilas, my boyfriend, a lot. And he helped me so much for everything. I don't know if he's watching this, but thank you for your help. But I did so much practicing with everything. And then I took the test again, and I was feeling super confident. And I just got the result on Friday that I passed. And I had my meeting, now when we're filming this, yesterday for you. I had my meeting and I got my results back, and I actually was 3 points away from a perfect score in the Danish section, and I was so happy. I got way more points than I was actually expecting to get, and I improved so much from the first time I took the test. So I'm super happy, and I'll be going to Lyngby Gymnasium, which I am so excited about. I can't wait to meet like so many new people and take all these new classes and subjects. I just can't wait for the whole gymnasium thing, and seeing everyone in their studentahu and going around in the studentaphone. I'm getting like so excited. I haven't even started gymnasium yet, and I already can't wait to graduate so that I can be like those people in the vans. I can't wait. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little update on how everything is going and the gymnasium process, and I'll be starting in August, and I can't wait. And I'm sure I'll do another video on more in-depth gymnasium, what's it like when I'm there. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and like and subscribe and everything, and just thank you guys so much for watching, and we're so excited for the thing on Tivoli, and we're excited to tell you more about it. So see you next time. Bye!